Hello, my YouTubers. Let's talk foundation. I might be a little bit of a foundation junkie. I think I have like 15 foundations on my vanity. So I'd like to say I'm somewhat of a foundation expert. But what are my top 5 foundations of all time? My top 5 Holy Grail foundations. If you'd like to know, just keep watching. So let's start. And I have to say, I have a wide price range of foundations here. But regardless of the price, these are my top 5, right? It doesn't matter what the price range is. These are the 5 that, what did we say that one day? If there was a zombie apocalypse, what 5 foundations would I throw in my bag really quick and take with me to fight zombies? This is in them. So number 5 on my list would be the Revlon ColorStay foundation. The reason I love this foundation, one, I do love that it's relatively inexpensive. I mean, as far as the drugstore goes, it is one of the more higher end drugstore foundations. But you can put this on and it's going to last all day. It says 24-hour wear. Never tested that 24-hour theory. But it does have a very long wear. So you can put it on and forget about it. And I like that. So on days that I'm going to be running errands all day, days that I just don't really want to have to think about how's my makeup look, I will wear this foundation. I also use this foundation on the days that I do minimal makeup, but I just want my skin to look good. I will put a little, very thin coat of this foundation with not a lot else on. And I know that throughout the day, I'm going to be looking pretty good. Okay, number 4. My number 4 is by Marc Jacobs. This was in the running for my favorite all time, but as I tried other things, kind of knocked it down a little bit. But this is just a beautiful foundation. I cannot begin to explain how it becomes one with your skin. You don't look like you're wearing makeup like you do the Revlon ColorStay or some of these others. It has like a semi-matte finish, so it's not, some of those mattes can just go, oh. It's oil-free. It just melts into your skin in such a beautiful, flawless way. The one drawback to this is it's like a medium coverage. I would say medium to light. It doesn't have a high coverage, and I do like a higher coverage foundation. But as far as a beautiful finish, a no makeup look, this foundation is truly amazing, and it's on sale in Sephora right now. So you might want to go check that out if you go for a more natural finish foundation that doesn't look heavy. This is your go-to. You know, you're right in the middle of filming and your battery dies. How are these batteries going to keep me from being great? They're not. Alright, so number 3, we're going to start that all over. Number 3 on my list is the Milani Conceal and Perfect. This is just, I have mentioned this foundation so many times in my videos. It is the highest coverage foundation from drugstore to luxury brands that I have ever seen. It's easy to apply. It goes on very creamy. You do need to set it. If not, it can get a little oily through the day. And it can fall into your lines a little bit. But when you are going out on that date with your husband, or if you're going out on that night on the town and you want some flawless beat skin with some high coverage, the Conceal and Perfect is the foundation for you. Hands down, best high coverage foundation I have ever used. Ever. Okay, so number 2 in my holy grails of foundations, and this one is my most expensive, is the YSL All Hours foundation. This foundation hits the mark in every category that I look for in a foundation. Easy to apply. And what I mean by that is there are some foundations that I've used before that dry so quickly that it's hard to get it perfect. But it's easy to apply. It has a wonderful coverage. I wouldn't say it's as high as like the Milani Conceal and Perfect, but it gives it a good run for its money. I would say it's a medium, buildable to high coverage. It is a matte finish, so it's going to give you that, right? Your oil is not peeking through. And it can, if you're not careful, this is why this is not number one. If you're not careful, it can get cakey. So you've got to be careful if you're building it up to that high coverage. But overall, what I look for in a foundation, this hits the mark in every area. Just not as well as my number one foundation. But this is truly a beautiful foundation and worth the price point. It's the most expensive I have, and it works. I mean, it lasts all day. I do not have to touch it up. I know I'm going to be good from morning till night, looking flawless. It is beautiful. It just can get cakey if you're not careful, but I personally have figured out the best primer to use with it, the best way to apply it, etc., etc. So, all hours. All right, my number one foundation, you have not heard me mention it on my channel yet, and that's because I was sent this trial. It's like a deluxe trial. It allowed me to use it maybe 4 or 5 times before I actually made the purchase. And the first time I used it, I was in awe. First of all, this is a brand I don't purchase a lot of. I have over the years just come to not care for this brand. I can't tell you why, but it's not a brand that I purchase very much makeup in. So I was not expecting such an amazing foundation. But the first time I used it, I said, well, damn. I mean, it has the medium to high coverage that you look for. It lasts all blessed day without touch up. It does not get cakey. It has a matte finish, but not so matte that it enhances your lines and your pores. It, to me, truly is the world's most perfect foundation. And that is the bareMinerals BarePRO Performance Wear Liquid Foundation. What is funny is I would have never purchased this because it is a bareMinerals foundation. I don't like bareMinerals products. So I would have never purchased it had I not gotten that deluxe sample in the mail. And I thought one day, all right, whatever, let's try it. And I'm so glad I did, because this, oh my gosh, I have used this every time I've put my makeup on since it came in the mail. I don't even want to reach for anything else. If I'm having a light makeup day, I grab for this. If I'm having a full-on glam day, I grab for this. Like, I have pulled for this foundation so many times. You know, these are my top 5, but I think if I could only choose one foundation to spend the rest of my life with, we're about to make a commitment, it is going to be the bareMinerals BarePRO. It literally is the world's most perfect foundation, in my opinion. Give it a try. Go to your local Sephora, get a sample, give it a try. I love it. I hope you do too. But all 5 of these foundations really are good. If you only have $10 to spend, or $60, you can't go wrong with these 5 foundations. So happy foundation shopping. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.